ओम शांति। आज के इस डेमो काउंसलिंग में आप सभी का स्वागत है। जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं, ब्रदर अनिल ग्रोवर जी के मार्गदर्शन में हम प्रतिदिन शाम 8 बजे से ये डेमो काउंसलिंग का सेशन लेकर आते हैं। तो आज का डेमो काउंसलिंग का सेशन लेकर आए हैं हमारे बहुत ही होनहार और अच्छे काउंसलर, जिन्हें हम कह सकते हैं ब्रदर पीयूष लाल चंदानी जी, जो कि एमएससी कर चुके हैं वैल्यू एजुकेशन एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी में, और अभी पीजी डिप्लोमा कर रहे हैं काउंसलिंग एंड स्पिरिचुअल हेल्थ में, और प्राइवेट सेक्टर में अपनी जॉब करते हैं और बहुत अच्छे काउंसलर हैं। और उनके साथ सिस्टर नीतू सिंह जी आए हुए हैं, जो एमए इकोनॉमिक्स हैं और बीएड हैं, सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक स्पीकिंग कोच भी हैं, और पीजी डिप्लोमा इन काउंसलिंग एंड स्पिरिचुअल हेल्थ में कर रहे हैं। और इनके पास डाइट काउंसलर के रूप में 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है और इस समय असिस्टेंट टीचर के रूप में जॉब कर रहे हैं। तो आप हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिए शुरू से लेकर अंत तक, और देखिए कि किस प्रकार स्टिग्मा और ब्लेसिंग ऑफ सिंगल मदर, इस सब्जेक्ट पर ब्रदर पीयूष लाल चंदानी जी हमें काउंसलिंग के जो गुर हैं वो सिखाएंगे। तो आप शुरू से लेकर अंत तक जुड़े रहिए, और पीयूष जी को मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि वो अपना सेशन स्टार्ट करें।
थैंक यू यश भाई जी। ओम शांति। गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। Today's demo counseling session is on stigma or blessing single mother, and I am playing as a counselor, the role of a counselor, and Neetu Singh is playing the role of a counselee, and we'll be discussing on this particular issue and try to find solutions on this a very common issue prevailing in the society nowadays. So both of us are students of counseling and counseling psychology and spiritual health, and we request you to join our session and encourage us, and in case you have any issues, any questions, or in case you want to consult any one of us, you can consult us on our website spiritualseva.co.in, and you can connect with us anytime with anybody. Thank you so much. Now we start with the counseling session. Please, Neetu ji, you can start.
Om Shanti, everyone. I have heard good evening. Am I audible?
Yeah, please continue.
Am I audible?
Yes, please continue.
Okay, so good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. See, I've heard a lot about you as a counselor, sir. So that's why I've come here today to seek your support and your guidance, because I've just got stuck with some issue in my life. So I'll just brief you about it. That I got married 4 years back, and things were fine in the beginning, since it was an arranged marriage, so things were really fine. And then after some time, it was my pregnancy, and due to which, since I was working, so after that I had to leave my job. And once things happened, the baby was born, then gradually I realized that as a couple, things are not working for us, in the sense that he was running away from the responsibility of being a father. So initially I didn't used to tell anything to my parents, because I also thought that it will take time for us to settle the things down, to understand the people around, and to gel up with them. But the thing happened that gradually I started realizing that he is not taking up the responsibility of me as a wife and our child. So when I discussed the things with my parents, so they also said, okay, fine, let's give some time. It's too early for us to come to a conclusion. So what happened? I also went with what my parents said, because of course parents are always, they have more experience, so they just guide you and tell you the right thing. But after, you can say, 3 or 4 months of our discussion, things did not improve. So my parents were like, okay, let's, both the families need to sit and talk on this issue. So then we had a discussion. I could not find any resistance from my husband or my in-laws to patch up the things. So I realized that whatever I analyzed was am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
So, so when I realized that I'm playing the role of a mother and a father both, then why should I spend my valuable time, which should be left for my child, on doing up the responsibility as a daughter-in-law and as a wife? So we decided, and both the families agreed on it, and I parted the ways. I don't regret the decision of moving out from this relationship, but from last 2 3 months, I'm really worried about how my child will face the society when you grow up. Because being a teacher, I have realized I've seen many students who are brought up by single mothers. Somewhere there is a bit difference in their behavior from the regular children. So I do not want at any cost that my child should grow up with that kind of emotions or feelings or understanding or temperament. So my major concern is how should I make myself strong enough so that I'm able to act as a big support to my child. This is my main concern.
Thank you so much, Neetuji. You've explained your issue in a very proper manner. And I'd like to ask some questions from you in case you're comfortable.
Yes, sure.
So first of all, as you said that you got married 4 years back. Your marriage was a arranged marriage and not a love marriage, I suppose.
Yeah, it was an early arranged marriage.
Okay. Mutually agreed, both of you and your husband, both of you were comfortable with the marriage, or it was a pressure or something of the sort?
Yes, yes, absolutely comfortable.
You were comfortable. So as far as I understand with your communication, that after 2 years you had a baby, and once you had a baby, things started becoming difficult for you. I mean, the problem started arising after your child's birth, I suppose. Am I right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And your child is a boy, I suppose, or a girl?
Baby boy.
It's a baby boy. That's great. So, was there any stigma regarding a boy or a girl with your in-laws or with your husband?
See, seeing the situation, I don't know. I would say I'm blessed that I have a son. Otherwise, this would have been a great put off having a baby girl. But now, what I realize that if it would have been a girl, it would have been actually a problem for them.
Okay. So,
Yes, and not only expenses. I would say responsibility of a child, but then I think he does not care about what are my expenses. Right from the beginning, I was a working woman. So what happened? I used to earn. I used to support him. When I stopped working, and finally, when I had to quit the job, like So I could see that he never paid any heed to give me any kind of or something of that sort. So that made me think on the issue. This was the main hindrance.
Mhm. So basically, it was the monetary aspect. He did not want to spend money on the child or towards you or support you, despite of the fact that you had left your job for the child. But his contribution in terms of money or taking care of you and the child, or I suppose even the sentimental or emotional attachment was also not there, as far as I understand what you have told me.
Yes, because see, when since it was an arranged marriage, so I also understood that yes, we need to give time, we need to understand each other. But then over the period of time, things did not improve, and after the birth of the child, things deteriorated like anything. No means no support, because once you get married, you take your husband as a support system of your life. If I'm not able to connect to him on that front, so what's the use of this relationship? What's the basic idea of getting married? I was happily living my life at my parents' place, earning well, doing up all the things they had taken up. Although I was working there also as a daughter, but then they never used to look up that yes, she has to spend or something like that. They still took all my responsibility. So I did not notice any difference that after getting married, I didn't find anything new or promising. So something that every girl looks in for a marriage. Means these are, I think, the basic things.
Okay. So now you people are legally separated, I suppose?
Yes, we are.
Okay. And what about alumni and some contribution of his monetary contribution towards your, you know, towards your child
Yes,
and towards you?
a bit of it means that is almost negligible because its major responsibility is on my shoulders.
Huh?
Because since I took the decision, I just thought about it that yes, I have to see everything about my child, but it's a negligible amount. He's compelled to give. He has no choice at the moment. So that amount is, you can say, just a bit of, not much.
So Neetuji, just tell me something about your early childhood and life before marriage, about your parents, your siblings.
See, my parents have always brought me up as an independent individual. Despite of being a girl, they never made me realize like we are two sisters and a brother. So they never made me realize that yes, education of girls is less important or of more important. We got the schooling in the same institution. All the opportunities were open for us uh, equally for my brother and for both of us. We were free to explore our careers. We were free to do any course. We were free to live life. All the level of exposure was given to us because I come from a dance background. Life was quite disciplined. So we have been doing things, the daily course of our lives we have been doing because my father was to live out of the city, the job. So I never kind of extended or thought of that, yes, my marriage will turn out to be like this. Initially, I would say I was never into this getting married. But yes, seeing the society and everything, it was fine. Means the match that my parents found out for me, the family and everything was quite good. But once you get into the relationship, you get to know the people from within. So that's kind of like everybody goes through it. So my life was quite happy, I would say. I was really happy before marriage. After the marriage, things did not fall the way they should be. Normally, also, I did not have any high expectation from the marriage that my husband should be like this, my in-law should be like this. But then the basic things did not turn up to be like this. So that was quite disappointing. So that's why I said that I did not find any difference or any hope after getting married because I was earning earlier also. And when I did not used to earn in between, I never felt that my parents are not there to support me. But here in the marriage, I realized that till the time I was, or means they selected me, I would say, for the marriage because of my job only. So realization of this fact was also quite pinching. It was quite hurtful. I
I
was
understand.
free. I was a free bird for the marriage, but
Hmm.
now the things are not that way.
So, Neetuji, can you just tell me something about your daily routine? You know, how you start your day and how you end it now, today?
Okay, since I put up at my parents' place, so being a teacher, I have to push from my home at 7 at any cost, and I come back by 2:30 or 3 because the workload is so much. So at home, there are some people at home to look after because my mother is also not that well. She's also not keeping well. And she's a mother. I learned a lot from her also. So she takes care. A maid is there to look after the child and to help my mama also because I do not want to burden her as well. So I come back by 3 or 3:30. Then I have my lunch. Uh, After that, I take a short nap if it's much required. And when we get up, I have to attend my child also because I am away from child for such a long period of time. After attending him, I do my son's school work because it's on there. Then we have a dinner somewhere by 9:30, and then I give time to my child. And by maximum, I would say 11:30 or 12. By 10:30, I make my child sleep, and by 11:30, I touch up that I just go to sleep. I get up by 6 in the morning so that I can push off from my place myself. This is all means a basic regular routine that I follow.
Great. So, Neetuji, as far as I understand your entire issue, the basic problem that emerged was the day when you left your job and you stopped earning, I mean, to be very precise, and you stopped supporting your husband in terms of monetary aspect, in terms of money. And then you had a child and you had to take care of the child. And since you were not getting any support from your husband and your in-laws in terms of taking care of the child also, they were not contributing. And you had a discussion with them, with your parents, and that resulted into a divorce because they were again not interested due to any reasons, which might be. And as you said, it was more of a monetary reasons. Fine. So now that you have taken a decision of separating, and the person is your husband is paying some alumni, whatever amount has been decided by the court. Secondly, you have also started earning. Now, the fear that you have in your mind is of the society, which I understand. Whether the society will accept you, accept your son in future, what will happen to your son, how the society will take your son, how even the institutions or the educational institutions, what will happen over there, how your son will perform, what will happen if they ask about his father. I mean, these are the questions that are troubling you. I hope I'm right.
Yes, exactly. Yes, you are
So,
absolutely. This is our main concern at the moment.
mhm. So first of all, Neetuji, I would like to, tell you that We all are born and our basic responsibilities are towards ourselves. The basic responsibility that we have is towards ourselves. Then comes our children, then comes our husband, then comes our society. So society is very far. First of all, our responsibility is towards ourselves. We have to make ourselves happy. We have to live our life. This life has been given to us by the Almighty to live, enjoy, and be happy, isn't it? So, whatever happened has happened, it's past. It was your decision, and nobody had pressurized you, nobody had asked you to take this decision. This was your decision and you took the decision. So you are the only one who is responsible for this decision that you have taken of separating from your husband. So you should be confident enough, you should to face the world because you have taken this decision. It is your responsibility to continue with this decision, and you have to lead a good life for yourself and for your child. Society is a very secondary object which you have not to be concerned about, and it is you who's not the first one that who's doing this as a single parenting. There are n number of people who are in this particular situation. It happens with many cases, I mean, of this sort, and many people come to me with this type of situation. So there's nothing to worry about. First of all, you have to be confident in yourself. You have to be happy with yourself that whatever decision you have taken is the right decision. Secondly, you don't have to worry at all about the society, what people will say. Let them say. People are not going to nurture your child, not going to pay you money for your life. So there's no point in thinking about the people. Let the people think what they want. You have to become more and more stronger because this is a very strong decision that you have taken. It's not easy for any person to take this type of decision. So once you are already strong, then why are you worrying about and why you are worried about the society? So first of all,
I'm confident. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm confident about the things, but somewhere down the line, I don't know. This is happening for the last 2 to 3 months. All of a sudden, this thought struck my mind that will the child has to bear the consequences of my decision, which is something I don't want to happen.
this type of negative thoughts, these are not, they should not be there in your mind because once you've taken a decision, that decision you have taken for the child, not for yourself only. Your child was not getting the proper attention from the parents, from the father, from your in-laws, which should have been there as a natural process. Wherever in the families, it's always, everybody is so happy when there is a child, there's a birth of a child in the family. And most importantly, it's the father and the parents who are the ones who are the most happy. So the way you said, and yet the way you reiterated the things, that the parents were also not happy, the father was not happy due to monetary reasons. So there was no point of you continuing with that particular relationship. You were very right in your decision, and you should be proud of it. You should not think negatively about that particular decision. Secondly, as I told you, there are n number of single mothers who are there in the society, and they are very happy. They are nurturing. They are bringing up their children, and they're enjoying a very very happy life. So there's nothing to worry about. You have to take out this particular stigma that you have about the society. Society is not going to give you anything, and whatever you are doing, if you're confident and you are strong enough, you can handle the society in any manner. There's nothing to worry about. So first of all, I would request you to take out this negativity from your mind and start thinking positive. That is very important in your case. Secondly, the routine that you told me, you got to add something which is of your interest. You are working, you're taking care of the child, you're taking care of the house, and Okay, you're staying with your parents, that's fine, but still, you need to have something for yourself, something that makes you happy, something that makes you smile, something that interests you, some hobby of yours, for example, singing or playing an instrument or watching TV or anything which makes you happy, which brings a smile on your face. You should add it in your daily routine. I would request you. Secondly, now that you have a huge responsibility of taking care of yourself and your child, you have to take care of your physical body also, which is very important. Besides the mental, the physical body is also important. So you've got to add some exercises, some yoga, some gym if you can join and spare some time. In the evening, you can go to a gym, or early in the morning, in case you can go to the gym. Spend some time over there doing some aerobic exercises, whichever you like, whatever interests you. So now you have taken a decision of living your life alone with your child. So you have to take care of yourself first. You are the first and foremost, then it is your child that is the priority. Unless and until you are happy, unless and until you are healthy, you cannot keep your child happy and healthy. So once you have taken this huge decision of separation because of your child, now you have to work upon yourself. You have to make your mind and your body completely healthy so that you can give your best towards your child's development. Once the child starts growing, the child will look up to you for each and everything. You will be his idol. He will start following you. So you have to inculcate good habits of exercising, of meditation, of keeping yourself calm, cool, of keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself happy. These are the three basic things which are required, without which life becomes very difficult. So the first and foremost thing I would request you to start a gym in the morning or in the evening, whichever time suits you. Join a gym and spend at least 30 to 40 minutes over there every day. Secondly, any hobby of your choice, whether it is singing, dancing, whichever you like, whatever has been your hobby right from the beginning since your childhood, which gives you pleasure, which gives you happiness, try and start that particular hobby. The third thing, as I told you, is meditation. Once you've taken care of your physical health, then comes your mental health, which is very, very important. If your mind is cool, if your mind is at peace, if your mind is not having negative thoughts, it entirely affects your body and your entire physique. So I would request you to find out a Brahma Kumari center nearby, which you can Google on your phone itself. You will get easily a Brahma Kumari center nearby. Go to that particular center. There you will find didis who are there, who will guide you how to start your meditation. You can learn meditation over there. There's a 7-day course that they have, which is absolutely free. You can do that particular course and you will come to understand who are you, what is your purpose of life, and how to remove these negativities that you have in your mind, the negative thoughts that you have in your mind. And once you start getting connected with the Almighty, you will start getting energies, from the Almighty directly, which will again help you to become more and more stronger every day. So I would request you to take care of these three things and visit me after 1 week. I would like to analyze, all these things that I've told you. Just follow these three things, and I'm 100% confident that you will be a changed person within a week itself. That will be a good start for you, And if you continue with all these things in future, all your problems and issues will be resolved, and you will become a master of your life. You will not worry at all about anything, and your child will grow the way you want him to grow. So,
Okay,
Neetuji,
okay, thank
I
you.
hope you have
Yes,
understood what I have told you.
yes,
So,
perfectly.
any other questions you have, or whatever I told you about, I mean, in case you want to have some clarifications in this.
No, you have actually given me that confidence that yes, things can be taken up in a different perspective. So let me see what all things, what all suggestions given by you I can imbibe and inculcate and follow, work upon it. So I will be able to tell you better after a week. But yes, I feel quite relaxed after the session.
That's nice. That's really great to hear. And I suppose all the three things that I've told you, you are comfortable in following them. It's nothing difficult. You can inculcate them in your routine, I suppose.
Yes, surely I can do all things, and I also feel happy and hopeful about the things that you have suggested.
That's great. That should be the spirit. So we'll meet after 1 week on the same
Yes, sure,
time,
sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So once again, we meet after 1 week.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening, Nituji. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I feel so much better now.
Yeah, that smile on your face is giving a positive reflection, which was missing last time when you had come to my place.
Yes.
So tell me something. I mean, what happened in the last 1 week? I just wanted to hear what happened. I mean,
Yes, after your session, I went back home. I kind of recalled the whole conversation, and I realized that yes, since it was my decision, so I have to stand still and firm on that, and I have to take my life in a different perspective, make it more happening and positive for my child as well. If I make it good and promising for myself, it will be equally good for my child also, because he is totally dependent on me. So when I am as a father and a mother both, so I need to be strong in different aspects. I started uh, the reading because my hobby is reading. So I made sure I changed. I have started following a timetable or a routine, I would say. I make sure that before going to bed, I read at least 2 to 3 pages of my favorite book, which again gives me, and those books are related to spirituality, whether it's the Power of Conscious Mind or something of that sort, The Secret, which really tells the power that the Almighty has. And as you rightly put it, that if you surrender yourself and you take the blessings and guidance and have faith in the Almighty, things will turn out to be really promising and hopeful for you. That's what I did. I went for the meditation also. But sorry, I could not follow the 7 day process because of some really engaging or urgent work at my workplace. But yes, I ensure you that after going back, I will restart and I'll surely complete that 7 day process, because after that I realized that if you are relaxed from within, you are a better person, because your process channelizes absolutely in a right way. And if you are able to think good, think proper, think positive, you are able to, you actually gradually become a person. So what you think, that's what you become. And being at Brahma Kumari Center, this is one thing that I have realized. I'm so much positive and I would say quite confident about the things. So a big thanks to you.
thanks to God and God Almighty, and I'm really happy that you followed my, suggestions that I had given to you. And yes, book reading is really a great hobby, and it revives you. It takes you to a different world, altogether. And yes, at least 2 to 3 pages a day, if you start reading, that will give you some sort of satisfaction, some sort of happiness that is required. And as you rightly said, that you have that inclination of reading some spiritual books, or books that give you some life teachings, that's really again a very positive aspect that you have taken up. And what about the gym and the physical exercise? Did you start something on that part?
Yes, yes. I have been to workout before my marriage, and after the marriage, the things did not. Although I tried to continue, but then after the marriage, after the pregnancy, I just lost that routine. But now, being at Brahma Kumari Center also, we were told something about the yoga and meditation, a lot of meditation. But then when I went to my workout place, they also kind of told me about meditation. So when I realized that meditation and yoga go hand in hand, so I do a bit of yoga also, 5 to 10 minutes. Like I get up by, initially I used to get up by 6 o'clock. Now I try to get up by 5 or 5:30 so that I can give 30 minutes or so for my yoga and meditation, because I want to be emotionally and mentally and physically very strong, because only then I'll be able to give a good life to my child and to myself also.
That's really great. That's really great, because a healthy mind and a healthy body is very, very important for you to be happy. Unless and until you have a healthy mind and a healthy body, you cannot be
Yes.
that happy. So that's very important. And thank you so much for following me in these two directions. And regarding meditation, as you said, yes, it is very right. Once you connect with the Almighty, you start getting those energies that are required for you for the entire day and for the entire life also. He is always there to help you out once you surrender towards him. And as we all know, it is all destiny. The things are that are going to happen are going to happen. But if we are strong enough, we are able to pass through those situations, those difficult situations, and we do not even realize that such a big issue had come into our lives, and it has gone like anything. So that is the power of strength that we get from the Almighty, which makes things so possible that we are so relaxed and so happy, and still we have problems in our life. They come and go away, and we do not even feel about it. So that is the help that we get from the Almighty, and that is the most important part of our lives. So now I
Very
do
true.
understand that you have taken the right path. And what I believe is that you'll be setting an example for the others also to follow, because lives are changing, and this is a very common issue. Maybe you would have realized that it's happened with you, but nowadays this is a very common issue that is coming up. And people, you were strong enough to at least take the decision, but there are n number of people who are not strong enough to even take that decision of separation also. So, looking into your life examples, at least those mothers who are struggling, who are not able to take decisions, will also get an inspiration that yes, we can take this decision, and again we can manage the entire thing. It's not the dependency on our husbands or anybody that makes life happy. We can be independent, we can live our lives independently. It is not required. I mean, partners are not that important. If we don't have a partner, we are, as a single parent, strong enough to take care of our children, take care of our lives, make their life good, make them happy, make ourselves happy. So this is a huge example that you're going to set in front of mothers, many mothers who are struggling, who are in pain. So I'm so
Yes,
happy,
sure.
Nituji, you followed my, advice, and you worked upon yourself. And it's just been a week, and the smile that I see on your face gives me a lot of positivity that I've been able to, give you the right direction. by God's help. And I thank the Almighty, and I give you my best wishes so that you lead a very happy life in future. And in case you have any issues anytime, you can connect with me. And God bless you. Thank you so much. Over to Anil sir.
Thank you very much, our today's counselor, Vishal Chandani Bhaiji, and the counseling sister, Mrs. Singh. The issue was for a single mother who has been divorced by her husband and finding the life very difficult because she thinks that being single mother is a stigma. For as rightly said, in society, this is not considered as a very, is not taken very lightly by our society, because the society doesn't give any kind of support to this kind of mothers, and they are not looked with a very respect as she considers. But definitely we have moved now a lot. That was a situation long time before, but now everybody understands that this can happen with any girl or a woman, but the life has gone, and priority is to see that the mother's health and the baby's health, and they both should be fed properly and sleep properly. And major finding is psychological stress, which they are not able to overcome, and mental stress also is equally responsible. So as such, today's counseling is working, and she is financially free. So at least this financial burden is not too much, but social stigma is sitting bother her a lot. And technique shown by our today's counselors are very well taught to her. And if followed by the counseling, we definitely help her to overcome the problem which we have discussed. Definitely, society now also is in the right direction, that this kind of people should be supported, because it is not their fault, and you can't hold any one person responsible for it. So I think you can say that cognitive behavior therapy is changing thought pattern, and also belief system, which is there, that single mother is a stigma, is changing now. So I think today's counseling should get a lot of positive vibration when she goes to the Pramukh Center. As men are supposed to be the major part of the society. If not taken carefully, I think the entire system will collapse. And we know that in our golden age also, the mothers and sisters were given priority, and they were supposed to be the most strongest pillar of the society and the nation. So as a like a nation and society, we must support, no matter whoever fault it is, irrespective of it. But support should be given in every respect. Sometimes we find even the own families also don't support these children. I think this matter can be taken as today's issue for spreading the awareness among all people, that this kind of people should be we should have an empathetic view with them. So very well discuss all the issues by our counselor and counseling live on Facebook as well as YouTube. And we can be contacted for any kind of mental health related problems on our website name@spiritualsera.com. And our viewers can send us their counseling problem by filling this free counseling form. And also we can be contacted on the website name at on our WhatsApp number 959434758. Of course, spirituality will definitely help, meditation, visualization, and making it show that whatever is enacted in this drama is for good. for all of us. So if this view is there, so definitely the power to forget and forgive. If we have it, so we can forget the past and live the life happily. So with this, the session comes to an end. And we request our viewers, if they like our YouTube channel, please recommend to the friends and relatives also. And we thank once again, thanks to our viewers and our today's counseling, the counseling. We request our students to read the session again so that we can summarize the session. Good night and Om Shanti. Thank you.